Hi, this is Sarah again, and so we are talking about things African mothers should not say to their children, or motherhood in general, from an African woman's perspective. And today, I want to address the topic of inheritance or inheritance rights. And so there's this situation where a woman is married to a man and she's contributed to the wealth, the wealth of the man. They've worked together. They've put some things together for the future of their kids so that their children will be able to, they can afford to give a good life to their children. And maybe, unfortunately, the man loses his life or she loses her husband, the woman loses her husband. And before the body is even cold, you see all kinds of family members come. They want money. They say, oh, our brother slept this. The house, he had a house. Okay, they all come in. They want a share of that property. In fact, not even a share. Oftentimes, they just want to take over that property. And as a mother, you witness something like this, and you know your son left children behind, sometimes 2, 3, even if it's just one. And so what about thinking, if we take all of these things from my son's wife, how is she going to raise the children that my son has left behind? We do not ask that question. And if the woman tries to fight the family, we call her all sorts of names. They will say, okay, we are sure she's the one who killed the man, so she could inherit the property. And so you have this situation where the woman is mourning her husband, and yet, on the other side, she's trying to fight to maintain things that she'll be able to use to raise our children. I have heard of situations, I've witnessed situations where people have fought and taken everything from a woman who has lost her husband. And the irony is that oftentimes, after she struggled and raised these children outside, without whatever her husband left behind, because everything has been taken from her. After she's gone out, struggled to raise these children, has made a life out of for these children, and they've come out, they've become successful. The same family members who pushed her out of her late husband's house are still going to be the same one who will come and say, okay, this is our brother's children. They'll now expect those children to come and do right by them, to bring whatever they've struggled to come and take care of them. They will expect them to send them money. They will expect them to take care of their medical bills if they have a problem. They will basically expect those same children to contribute to whatever, the welfare, whatever is going on in the family after they've driven them out. Anyway, so let's just think. If the case were reversed and our daughters were faced with, if we had a daughter or we had daughters who were faced with the same situation, we would want someone to drive our daughters out of the home they created with a man just because that man has passed away. So African mothers, what you would not have happen to your daughters, please don't encourage it to be done to other people's daughters, because ultimately what goes around comes around.